if you want the full experience. It really is just designed to make you feel like a commander in the most literal sense. Like I said, one skirmish match could probably take you 2 hours. Depends on how well you're playing.
Wow, that's fast.
3 hours was the longest one I did. That was just one match. That was. It felt like I was fighting a real war at that point. It was...
Yeah, I got lucky. And when 8 players, they all ignored me. I was Aeon.
You lucky fucker.
Yep. They ignored the Aeon commander.
You actually played that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hey, the Paragon generator.
Wait, Battlefield 4 free on Origin? Is that just an expansion?
I think it's the whole thing. They do kind of release a game every now and then. I always played the Cyber Nation. I was always a fan of that group. That and everyone played Aeon, so I thought, I'm gonna go against the norm. Fucking people.
Hey, everyone else was either UEF or Cyber. I was the only Aeon.
Everyone wanted Aeon. That was the one. That was the faction everyone wanted. Yeah, but I have some. That game brought my rig to its knees when I first got that. I remember vividly. First seeing the size of the first map and like, oh god. Oh, he also did, Chris Taylor, the guy who did it, he also did the Dungeon Siege series. Did not know that. Playing Grady, what is this one? Is this Gradius?
Salamander, which is of the same series.
It's still a shmup, and it's made by the Japanese, that should tell you something. I love a good Japanese shmup. Not all the time, but there comes days where I'm like, I want to just play one of those.
Dude, you should have been here last night when I played Twin Beat.
Is that like the real crazy ones? Like, 'cause I mean, like
it was a
very
it was a very early Konami shmup, but my god, it was right up there with Silver Surfer in times of batshit insane patterns and just overall difficulty.
Silver Surfer was difficult because it didn't give you the tools necessary to actually beat the game, like to actually really master it. Did this game at least do that? Silver Surfer, that was designed by a complete madman. What's that series? I'm trying to remember. It's the one everyone remembers, like Toho. Is that how I say it? Toho? Is that it?
How or I don't know.
It's the one where you play as the witch girls, and it's a complete assault on your visual senses when you play that game. It's also got some kick-ass music. But I was always a fan. The ones I enjoyed the most were the ones by Treasure, you know, Lucas, Radiant Silver Gun.
Right.
I think a handful of them did do Rezo Gun for the PS4. I'm not 100% sure, but it does feel. But if it isn't by them, if it isn't by some people involved, well, damn, the guys who made it clearly loved their games. So, what are we doing in this game?
This is insane.
These are the kinds of games that, like, you're either in or you're not in. That's how you play them.
For me, I'm out.
You would hate Ikaruga. You would really hate that one.
See, I'm a filthy casual. I don't like playing games that are just super hard. I play games that have fun.
well, then again, I'm a sadomasochist who's beaten both Dark Souls games, so... Okiri's also went through the gauntlet, so...
So you're fighting
what?
through this brain now.
She was just talking about how she's a filthy casual. I'm like, well, then again, I'm the sadomasochist who's beaten both Dark Souls games.
Yep. Same here.
I've never actually played Demon's Souls, and I feel kind of bad I haven't. I really should. Just never built up the energy to go out and find it.
And now for a change of pace, top-down perspective.
Well, if anything, this just makes it easier because you have more room to work with. And then as I say that, I see a shitload of stuff on screen. Yep, this is an old-school Japanese shmup right here. Nothing more, nothing less. This is about as old-school as it fucking gets. What's this one called? Salamander?
It was released here as Lifeforce.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've heard of Life. Oh, okay, I've heard of that title. I didn't know it was called Salamander. Might want to track this down now. This might actually look like a fun one to try out. See if I can actually master this one. Because I'm in the market for a new one.
I just remembered another NES game that I had. I didn't play it a whole lot, but I had it. Top Gun.
Why did you have that?
I don't know. It was just part of a collection. I don't even know where I got it. I just had it.
That game is fucking evil.
I got past the first levels, and I actually could land on the hangar with a somewhat ease. There'd be times where I'd crash, but I got pretty good at landing the craft.
It was Microsoft Flight Simulator before Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, I actually had an accessory where it was a joystick, but it was motion controlled.
Okay.
So I would tip it left, and it would go left. I would tip it right, and it would go right. It didn't work the best as most Nintendo accessories for NES didn't work very well.
Yeah, none of them really worked that well.
The only accessory that I had that always worked really well was the zapper.
That's still fun to use. What? Okay, it was Microsoft Flight Simulator that wasn't my... Thank you for ruining... Damn it! I hate you, Forrester, seriously.
I do what I can.
I had no idea that was around that early, though. I had no idea.
And Forster, does your mom know that you punch bees at night?
Oh, please, I do that. I fucking do that all the time. They won't stop crying. It needs to be taught discipline. You're getting into them at an early age.
Alright, so now you're just a ball of fire shooting sound waves.
Welcome to the world of the Japanese shmup. These games are awesome. They were literally just a visual assault. Look at this. This one might be worth seeing.
Oh god, giant marbles!
Fear the spherical danger. You must fear the sphere.
I gotta track this fucker down. This looks like it's right up my alley. I am the weirdo who does play games like this occasionally. I don't play them all the time because, it takes me forever to beat one of these.
So, in other words, you need to go play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES.
Fuck that! I've already been through that gauntlet. I'm not doing it again. It's like you want to go storm Normandy again? No, I already fucking did it. I don't need to do it again.
I did that last night.
Yeah.
Oh, you did TMNT?
Yes.
And I missed it.
Did you get past the? Did you at least get past the whatever the fucking
I
thing
finished
was?
it.
You piece of shit. I never finished it. It just could not get past. I could not play that game. It was just so much shit got in the way of me having fun with it.
I couldn't get past the third level.
I don't
I
think
couldn't
anyone.
get past that stupid mecha troll.
I still think that game was very detrimental to children. It taught you pizza was good for your health.
Yeah.
Have you
Especially when
played?
it's
Have you played the other TMNT games for Nintendo?
Me and a friend did. We did actually play through the entire arcade game in one sitting. That was fun.
Yes, I love playing the arcade game. Holy shit!
I never played. I heard the SNES port was it had some extra stuff, but we only played the arcade version. The favorite.
What about the Manhattan Project?
That was the third one, right?
I think so.
I not heard that one. Like,
Yeah,
the only two.
Yeah, Manhattan
Turtles
Project. Manhattan Project was the third Turtles game.
I don't think I ever played. I never really played. I've only played the infamous first game and the arcade game. That was it. I just never really had love for Teenage Mutant Turtles growing up. I only played the NES game originally because it was like legendary, so I thought I might as well play that. And I played the arcade one because we were at a bar and it was there. We decided, fuck it, we'll play through it.
You shut your whore mouth. Not
This is
fucking the Turtles.
this is the same guy. We played House of the Dead 2 through its entirety. We spent about $25 trying to beat that game. Which, if anyone's played a House of the Dead game, knows
Yeah.
those are I fucking hate that first one because the last boss is an instant kill. I shit you not.
Yeah, it was.
It was
That pissed me
horseshit.
off so much.
It was actually I found a version online. It was like it was an emulator, and it gave you the option to auto reload, so you didn't have to actually shoot away from the screen. So I was playing this version of it, and I was just holding the mouse the entire time. This thing had to auto fire and auto reload, and I just fucking went through the whole game without stopping.
You went in there with a Tommy gun.
Yeah, I was like fucking Rambo. It was just...
Something I want to do. I want to get. I want to make an arcade cabinet and get some sort of rail shooter, just like an arcade, like maybe Time Crisis or something like that.
Time Crisis. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I want to have that like in my house.
There's a monetary problem to that though.
Yeah.
The light guns they can go up to about $300.
It's another good light gun.
The light guns are not cheap. Steering wheels, oddly enough, are cheaper than the light guns.
See, to me that makes sense because the light guns have to be like calibrated and shit. So
Yeah.
that way
So
it's
do
like,
the steering
okay,
wheels.
well, but not as much because the steering wheels are wired into the game, so it's much easier for it to pick up. Oh, you're turning left. Whereas with the rail guns, it's got to be configured so it's like, okay, well we gotta pick up the reflective light off this gun when it's cold. Why the hell is there a dragon in space?
This is a shmup. It's going to be the answer to every question you have. It's a Japanese shmup. There you go. Dragons, Cthulhu's brain, horrible robot monsters from hell. Yeah, welcome to the Japanese shmup.
What was that game that Skinny reviewed where it had?
Oh, Microcosm. I like
No,
that game.
not Microcosm, but it ended up having like naked Sean Connery in space.
Oh, that was
Zombie
NES.
Nation. Zombie
Microcosm,
Nation would be the title.
I like Microcosm. I like the story of it. Granted, it's completely unnecessary, but it's still pretty cool. Like, that had the most pointless fucking backstory to any game I've ever seen. Really, like, it did not need that much at all. Still a fun little game.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt.
I believe in you, Reese.
We believe in you, Reese. Fine. Kane?
I think back, you know, I have this feeling now. Do you remember the ending from Cool Runnings where they're walking to the finish line and the crowd starts slowly clapping? That's what I'm picturing now.
That was the Jamaican bobsled movie, right?
Yes. I bring this up because my friend, I gave, we were just talking to a friend, and he pulled we were just talking about the movie that we saw, and I shit you not, afterwards I said, like, I don't know what it led up to it, but he pulled that out on his phone and played the entire clip, and we just could not stop laughing.
What's up, baggage?
Hi, baggage.
Baggage, he's full of lizard. Baggage, he's a
Maybe the
lizard
bag
too.
is made of lizard skin, we don't know. There was a lot of strange shit for the 64 in particular.
Oh, I also have a... So, Reese, earlier this week I asked you what games would you recommend for the Sega Genesis. Now I'm going to ask you what games do you recommend for the GameCube, because I've had a working GameCube for a while now, I just haven't played it.
I have a couple. Killer 7 would be one I would recommend. That's the that's Suda51's weird little acid trip he did. It's a fucking mad. It's like the quintessential piece of crazy Japanese video games. Like, because it's already pretty crazy, but about two-thirds of the way through, it just finds a way to get more insane. Like, it just sucks up more nitrous and goes even faster.
I own 2 games for it right now. Paper Mario and Twilight Princess.
The Resident Evil remake is one I'd recommend as well. Shinji's his remake of Resident Evil. It's probably the best example of how to remake a video game. It's right up there with Oddworld, New and Tasty. What else is there? F-Zero GX is a good one if you're a masochist.
Yeah, F-Zero GX, be prepared to die a lot.
That game is fucking bullshit, even by, like, because I like challenge, but Jesus Christ. The last level is fucking worse because it's Rainbow Road, but on steroids.
Metroid Prime, was that the decent one or the really shitty one?
No, that was the other end. The Metroid Prime's pretty cool. It's a Metroid game in first person. It's actually really worth a look, I think.
Yeah, a while back, Red Fox streamed it.
Another one I think is worth playing is, like I said, I mentioned the Resident Evil remake, Killer 7. Ikaruga, I know you're not into shmups, but it's still but then again, that one's pretty rare. You're better off just getting the Steam version.
A couple that I would recommend. Let's see, Time Splitters 2 and 3.
Yep, I forgot about those.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventures, which it's recommended to have 4 players, but you can do it solo.
That one's a weird one to me.
Now some are probably gonna rail me over for this one, but Super Mario Sunshine, I would also recommend that one.
I don't hate it. It's just very weird. It's a weird little game.
Those were $18 used.
Also, yeah, Baggage Lizard. Yeah, go get Shiba Robo. That's a weird little oddity. That's just fascinating.
Ooh, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader on GameCube.
Yes.
Get Resident Evil 4. That's a classic.
But get Rogue Leader anyway, and Rebel Strike, which was the third one. Yeah, Rogue Leader, that was a launch title, and it did not disappoint.
Ooh, Mortal Kombat on the GameCube.
I
Mortal
just wish I
Kombat
could-
Deadly Alliance.
I just wish I could stream it on the computer.
Oh, this is great. Okay, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Used copies going for $6.66.
Mortal Kombat's really not that good with a GameCube controller. It's really not. As a man who's played Mortal Kombat on 3 different systems through his life,
I'd be remiss if speaking of fighting games, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up, let's see, Smash Brothers, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee,
oh, I love that one.
Soul
That was a
Calibur
good one.
2.
One I recommend, because I'm a huge horror fan, Eternal Darkness. It's the only game I've ever seen that actually fucks with you. Because what it will do, this game, it's like a normal horror game, but what the game will do is it'll fuck with you. It'll be like, sometimes the sound will randomly go mute, sometimes it'll look like the game crashes, contrast goes down, it's fucking insane.
Speaking of things that came from Crystal Dynamics, if you can find it, Metal Gear
We'll go,
Solid.
shut the fuck up.
Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes.
I like that better than the original, if only because Kojima's fucking madness isn't in there. It's actually a coherent fucking story.
If you guys are watching, yes, Konami, I'm sorry, but it was a fun game.
Yeah, it's same people did Eternal Darkness. I fucking love Eternal Darkness.
I was referring to Twin Snakes.
Twin Snakes is, yeah, it's pretty. It's a great example of they didn't just copy it beat for beat. They did their own thing with it, which I really like when devs do that. You know, do your own thing, make it your own. Don't just slavishly copy someone else's work because you think that's the noble thing to do.
I suppose that this might be why we're not getting any straight up ports of the old Konami games.
It'll never happen now.
Ooh,
Yeah, Eternal
Fire
Darkness.
Emblem.
You need to play Eternal Darkness, because that is a game that, very few games I can even recall have left me with the kind of chills that one did.
Damn, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance goes for $90 used. Shit, son.
Now, if you are an NES fanatic like I am, and you happen to have an action replay, I would also recommend picking up Animal Crossing for the GameCube.
No.
Yes,
You'll
yes,
destroy
because-
your life.
Yes, because there's some NES games on there that you can unlock, including
Animal
what is known
Crossing.
as the Forbidden Four. The Forbidden Four, which are not unlockable by ordinary means. And those 4 games: Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Balloon Fight. There was one more, but I can't remember which one it was. I want to say Metroid, but I could be wrong about that. It might have been Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh, another one. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, those 4, along with a dozen other NES games, you can unlock them on the Animal Crossing, and it runs a custom-made emulator to run those games. Yeah, go ahead.
Another one I recommend for Theta is Beautiful Joe. That's Hideki Kamiya's crazy beat 'em up. That's awesome. Pretty much him and Shinji Mikami, I will buy anything they do.
Alright, Chibi Robo is going for almost $60 used. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe, that one's good. Another one, just because I'm completely insanely in love with these two devs, is PN03. That's another fucking crazy one. It's fun.
I have to say, I love the title of this one. It's just titled Batman Vengeance.
That's an okay title. It's got the animated series in mind when it comes to inspiration.
The PC version I read was fucking botched beyond all words, though. It uses the delete key. I mean, no computer game I know of uses the delete key.
There's also, if you like RPGs, Tales of Symphonia.
I do like RPGs.
Second Sight, that's another good one. That one's a weird mix of a third-person shooter and a psychological horror game.
Though compared to the Sega Genesis games that I was looking at the other night, these are significantly more.
Well, yeah, because the GameCube wasn't as popular as a system compared to the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox.
Yeah, what else is there? I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of just a bunch of random ones I remember. At least the ones I remember on other systems. I know they were on the GameCube.
Beautiful Joe 2 goes for less than $5.
That one's pretty good. Can you at least get the first one as well? The first one's yeah. The 2 is pretty good though.
I don't know. Crazy Taxi goes for less than $3.
I like Crazy Taxi. That's a fun one. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was a really fun one. Alright, people.
So
We're recommending Theta GameCube games, and I told her to get Eternal Darkness. That is the must buy. That, the Resident Evil remake as well.
Yeah, you can find that for cheap.
Used copies of Wind Waker goes for almost $40.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny that you think that a popular Zelda game would actually be a little cheaper. No, because people have a strange way of saying, oh, it's because it's popular, it needs to be costing more. Why else do you think Final Fantasy VII costs a lot? Well, actually, now it's gone down in price.
How much for the Resident Evil remake, Theta? I'm curious to know how much that's worth.
I haven't come across that yet.
It was like I said, it was made in 2002. It's in my eyes the perfect piece of how to do a video game remake, right up there with Oddworld New and Tasty.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's no need to bother now. It's on Steam.
I know, but that's true. But I think if you don't have the Steam version, then I think it might be worth getting on the GameCube. I know you get it cheaper on the GameCube. But yeah, that is a must play. I don't care. That in my eyes is a perfect fucking game.
Alright, let's see here. Used, in very good condition, basically disc, case, all that. For a good price on it, you're looking at least $15 to $20.
Oh, you get the Steam version. Oh, is that for the remake?
Yeah, that's for the GameCube version.
Yo, fuck, you get the Steam version for that price.
Yeah, no one does it right now.
And know that I'll have it forever.
But yeah, you should play that game. It's brilliant. Like, it's just perfect in the way how they took how a creator comes back to his original creation and is able to just make it for, be able to make it for a modern audience, but at the same time not compromise his vision. It's fucking perfect in that way, in that sense.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this going, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Like I said, it's to me the perfect example of how to do a video game remake. Like I said, I keep bringing that up. It's just like it does everything a remake should do.
You know what the rare one of Resident Evil is hard to find?
The Zero remake, yeah, that one. Well, then
No. The Saturn version.
There was a Saturn. Wait, the original or the?
Yes, Resident Evil 1 on the
Oh,
Sega
yeah.
Saturn.
That had a fucking Saturn port. I remember, yeah. But yeah. Also, you should get Resident Evil 4. That one's just a nap. That one's. I love that game.
Actually, apparently Zero is a lot more common than we think. You can actually get the original. You can get the game with case and manual for right here. This guy says here for $7.
To be fair, they're also re-releasing that because the re-release of the remake was so successful.
Yeah,
You
is
know
it
what I
on
mean?
Steam also?
It's gonna be there soon. I think they plan to release it by the end of this year. It is coming, yeah. So they're doing that because, like I said, it was just now they're gonna remake 2 from scratch now as well.
I've got to go see about Zero right now. Let's see, Zero.
I
It
haven't-
is. Yep, it's coming out. It's sometime next year.
Oh, it's next year. I thought it was gonna be out by the end of this year. Oh, like I
Yeah,
said,
Zero's gonna be out next year.
I'm a bit nervous.
What's kind of
though.
sad is that they didn't say anything about Rebecca after 1. It's just like nothing.
One of the issues I think is that I think the problem is they want to remake 2 now, but like I said, the reason they just took Shinji's GameCube remake and they just upscaled that. They have to now we have to deal with shitty Konami building, no, not Konami, Capcom building 2 by themselves. So, oh boy. And Hideki Kamiya won't come back. He fucking hates them. You mention anything about them on his Twitter page, you get fucking blocked.
On who?
Yeah, like I said, that's why I think that 2 remake I'm a bit nervous of, because like I said, Shinji's not coming back. Kamiya damn well ain't coming back. So yeah.
Well, what else do you expect?
Yeah, like I said, those 2, they fucking hate their old bosses.
Well, it's because they didn't treat them right.
Yeah. And then they yeah, like I said, Kamiya went on to do Clover and Platinum, and then he gave Shinji, because him and Shinji are really good friends, so they had a home for a little bit. Shinji's moved on to producing now, though. He's done being a full-on designer. Kamiya's got that Dragon game he's working on with Microsoft. Actually, really fascinated to see that. And they have that Transformers game. His company Platinum's doing. That actually looks awesome.
I just don't know what they're gonna do with 2. I really want to see what they're gonna try and do, but
I'm interested. Like I said, the 2 men who made that game possible, because like I said, the reason that re-release was so brilliant is because it's pretty much just the GameCube remake, and the GameCube remake's fucking brilliant. Now you have to build an entire game from scratch, so this is why I keep saying that's why I think people should be a bit more cautious of that Final Fantasy VII remake. You have to rebuild the game from scratch, and none of the original people are involved with it, so.
But they don't have to rewrite anything. It's just a matter of coding, right?
Well, I think, you know what, I think that remake is going to cost as much as a new Final Fantasy game. Because they can't use any of those old assets. They can't reuse anything, really. They have to do everything all over again.
So the only thing I'd be worried about is the art, then.
Well, it's all about the small details, and those small details, when you add them up, that bumps up the budget. Because that was a game with a lot of environments, and it had a lot of stuff, and they had to kind of pull some tricks to hide some stuff. You can't do that anymore, so I have to do that whole fucking game.
Reported this in.
It will probably cost the amount of, like I said, it will probably... Does he work there? Oh, Is he involved with the remake at all?
who?
Apparently, Baggage tells me the director still works at Square Enix. I'm assuming he works mobile, because I know Square Enix did
Hold
try
on.
to chase mobile for a while. It didn't work that well, though.
Give me a second until he actually can catch us up.
While you're doing that, I'm going to mention to the stream that was Lifeforce, or as it's known in Japan, Salamander. Fun little fact, there are no credits in the United States release, just the Konami logo with that music.
Oh.
You don't even get to see that the pilot is actually female.
Oh, it's Katase.
Baggage. I had no
Katase's
idea.
been there.
I had no idea that guy did was in charge of Mistwalker.
Okay, here's the thing though. The original director, here is his credit page.
I doubt he's involved because that was a lot. Like I said, the Square Enix people remember is not the same at all than it was back then. Same
Dude,
thing with.
Look at his list. Look at
He's
when
the-
he started.
Yeah, I see. Oh, he's been around.
So anyway, that was Salamander.